Yo, what's good guys, MonkeyStyle for the win here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And we are back on Vigor.
Baba Bowie.
And in today's video, we're going to be going over a few things. This is going to be a tips and tricks guide for new players. If you are brand new to the game or plan on playing the game in the future, this video is for you. Before the video actually gets started, I just wanted to say that I am by no means a pro at the game, but I have been playing this game for a while, for a good at least 8 months. So I'm just going to go ahead and share with you guys things that I know, things that I have learned through time playing this game, and hopefully I can answer some of your guys' questions in this video, because I have been getting questions in the comments in some of my videos about how to play the game and whatnot, stuff like that. So hopefully this will answer all of your guys' questions. So we're going to be talking about 6 main topics in this video, which are settings, aiming, game modes, how to get guns / loot, shelter improvements, and finally different playstyles. So hopefully I can kind of wrap everything up into one video for you guys here. I haven't really done a guide video in a while, but don't worry, I will definitely be getting back into my more entertaining type of videos that I usually put out there. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is settings, and this is actually pretty simple, guys. We're going to start off with audio and video. I kind of like to play with the least amount of distractions as possible, so I turned down my music volume to 0, master volume effects is all 100, radio voice volume, turn that all the way down, music and encounters, turn that off, and everything else should be the same. You guys should have pretty much the same settings right there. And then controls, this is also personal preference. I like to have vibration off because I am using an elite controller and the vibration on this thing is absolutely wild. But even if you're playing with a regular controller, vibration can throw you off a little bit. It's like I said, it's all personal preference, but for me, I just like to have that off so I don't really get distracted with my controller. Everything else is default, guys. Turn that down a little bit, press X to reset, boom. So everything, all of this down here, all this advanced controls, all your dead zones, everything is perfectly the way it is, so I wouldn't even mess with that if I were you. And the only thing, literally the only thing I changed in controls is vibration. That's literally it. So now as far as game settings, you can hide most of your HUD if you want to, just turn all of this off. And as you can see, you have no compass, you have no gun information, your ammo and whatnot, your health on the bottom. So I'm just going to show you real quick how this one works. So we're going to run to the shooting range real quick. So as you can see, it just popped up there. And as soon as I aim in, it'll fade in. And then it'll fade out when I'm just not aiming at anything. But once I shoot, as you can see right there, the numbers will go down and whatnot. So it shows everything. You just have it on fade mode, which is totally okay. Like I said, it's personal preference. And if you do get shot, your health bar will show up, or if you need it, or if you're healing, your health bar will also show up. Generally, just leave these all on. Just have these 2 on always, and have the compass always shown, because it definitely helps. Same with the interaction hints, keep that on. For crosshair colors, you can change this whatever color you want. Honestly, it's personal preference, guys. Like I said, that's kind of how it goes in here in the settings, but I just like to either have it on blue, red, or white, and then everything else is the same. But yeah, that's it for the settings, guys. Pretty simple. Mostly all of it is personal preference, so Vigor definitely did a good job at setting up the default settings. Everything is perfectly fine the way it is. Other than that, let's go ahead and hop into the next topic, which is aiming. So I know back then when the game kind of first came out, everyone was fully against ADS. ADS is basically aim down sight. So when you're doing that right there, you press right stick and you can ADS right there. A lot of people were against ADS because it was so difficult for them to actually aim. But in my opinion, guys, I really don't think it's all that bad. I don't know. I like to use both third person and ADS mode, but a lot of people, for starters, especially for beginners to the game, it's actually easier to aim in at third person. I don't know. You don't really have to aim as much, that's why. And it's not as precise, but the only thing about third person compared to ADS, it's actually kind of complicated, guys, because some weapons are different in ADS than in third person. I don't know why it has to be like that, but it just works like that for some reason, guys. I have no idea. But generally, I'm just gonna give you this tip that'll probably help you out. Just stay in third person as much as you possibly can, because you are more likely to land shots in third person if you are a beginner to the game. But once you start getting used to the game, start getting more comfortable, by all means start using ADS, because you can hit more accurate and precise shots if you are ADS mode. As you can see, you can shoot the cans right there. I don't know if you can you see that? You probably can see that. Here, let me just do that again, but shoot it in third person. As you can see, it's a lot more difficult to actually shoot that can off of the barrel. But you're gonna aim in, tap once, boom, can is gone. Boom, can is domed. That's the basics for aiming, guys. And then for scoped weapons, this is also something you guys need to know. As you can see, you're not going to be swaying, but once you aim down sight, you're going to be swaying. To get rid of that, you can either hold your breath, which will stop the swaying, or you can go full prone and it'll actually stop the swaying without holding your breath, so you can stay like this forever basically. And yeah, that's how that works. And another thing to know, if you are using a scoped weapon, if you are aiming down sight, people can actually see your scope glint, which is kind of like that little flickering light kind of flare thing, which you've seen in many other shooting games and sniping in general. So if you see like a flashing light, that means someone is scoping at you, someone is sniping you. So just keep that in mind if you're using a sniper. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for aiming, guys. It's very simple. Hopefully you guys kind of followed me along there. But anyways, we're gonna get into the next topic, which is game modes. So if you press up on your D-pad, the first tab that should open up is your Outlands, which is going to show all the game modes and the maps that you can play on. So the top row is always going to be Encounters, which is just a regular standard mode for Vigor. And then the bottom two selections are Shootout, and then you have Elimination Islands. These two game modes right here are always going to be on the same map. But for elimination is a little bit different. You're going to get like little sections of a bigger map, which is kind of cool. And Shootout is always going to be on Sawmill. Same with Encounter Sawmill. This one's also going to be always on Sawmill. The only ones that are going to change, that kind of cycle through the different maps, are these first two right here. So as you can see, we have Battery, Snodek. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. You kind of get the point. Fisk for Brick. It's going to change in 51 minutes and 42 seconds. So all I can say about these game modes down here is just try it out for yourselves. It's pretty self-explanatory as soon as you play a couple matches, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown. So for Shootout, it's very simple. You're going to spawn in with a gun. I think it's one gun. You're going to spawn in with one gun and some ammo for it. You have unlimited amount of lives. There is going to be a countdown timer, and whoever has the most kills by the end of the timer actually is the winner of that match. And there's also weapons that you can pick up. There's going to be weapon crates. There's going to be weapon crates spawning in all over the map, so you can run around, pick up weapons, shoot people, take their weapons, die. It's okay because you're spawning with another weapon. Pick up some more weapons. It's pretty fun. It's actually really good practice if you are new to the game. Hop into Shootout if you are new. It's definitely gonna help you out a lot with aiming and just getting used to the gameplay in general. But elimination is also kind of like that. It's a little bit different though. As soon as you die, you have to spectate your teammates and wait for either your teammates to kill the other team or your team to die. And sometimes, unfortunately, you can run into griefers that just kill their teammates, or your teammates will kill you. I gotta say, man, it's really annoying. They should actually turn off team killing in elimination, in my opinion, because it kind of just ruins the game mode when your teammates are just killing you every single round. Like, oh my gosh, bro, that's like the most annoying thing. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. In Shootout, you have no teammates. You spawn in alone, solo. Elimination, you have teammates. I think it's like 5 teammates, and that's how that one works. But yeah, and finally the regular encounter mode. You can go ahead and watch some of my videos to see how that is. It's basically like a survival looter shooter game mode. So you just hop in there, kill people, take their weapons, try and escape before the radiation comes in. It's kind of like a battle royale, kind of. I know Vigor doesn't like to attach their name to the battle royale genre, but it is kind of like that. There's going to be a storm coming in at the end, which you have to escape, and you do get hurt gradually over time. So you have to make your way to an exit zone before you die. But the whole premise of encounter mode is just to loot and get out alive, and that's pretty much it. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into our next topic, which is how to get guns, how to get loot, how to get all of that kind of good stuff. So basically, you're gonna be hopping into encounters, and you generally want to spawn next to the Bard house, which has a safe inside, which can have weapons, 2 weapons, 1 weapon, or absolutely no weapons, but there's always gonna be a loot in there for you. So definitely try and push Bard if you can. And you also want to spawn next to signal detector, which is that tower symbol on the map. You just hit that real quick and you can see everyone on the map. You can't really see them moving. It just shows where they are at that specific time when you hit signal. There are also going to be weapon crates spawning all over the map. There's going to be pictures that lead you to dig spots that you can sometimes get really good weapons from. You can also go for the airdrop, which when you spawn in, it starts off as a green circle on the map. Eventually, as time goes by, the airdrop will actually come in and you can go ahead and loot that. And another major point about playing encounter mode is actually gathering resources. So another way you can actually get guns and loot without actually playing encounters is also with crates. So crates, as you can see, have different things in them. So you have common, uncommon, rare, military grade, and special issue. So from common to special issue, as you keep moving up, you're going to have higher quality items in the crates themselves. So as you can see here in common crate, you have mostly common items, but all the guns in the crates are either going to be common or uncommon, as you can see here. But you can also get some special issue, military grade, some rare stuff in there, but it's not really like big things. As you keep moving up, as you can see, it's going to get better and better. So you're going to get 3 things in every crate. As you can see here, I have things checked off already. That means I have opened those items. So once you have all these checked off, all the items in here are going to be refreshed, and that is going to be the new stuff that you're going to be able to get. So it's not going to be the same thing over and over. But yeah, as you can see here, blue crate, you get blue weapons, purple, you get purple weapons, and then special issue, you get yellow weapons. And then you can also get weapons from the battle pass itself. You can actually get crates here, but if you don't want to spend the money for the premium pass, you're going to be getting a bunch of free stuff on the top row. As you can see, special issue crates, dude, you're going to be getting a lot for free. Vigor is definitely generous with their battle pass compared to other games. Like, look at this, look at all the stuff you can get for free. Every single tier has something in it, as you can see there. Most of the premium stuff is going to be cosmetics, so you also can get some cosmetics in the store itself. You're not going to get guns from here. These are all weapon skins. So for crowns, there's actually a pack right here, this $10 pack. If you buy this, you can get some guns to start off with, which is definitely good if you're starting off in the game. But yeah, guys, that's basically all the ways you can get loot. Oh, psych, I forgot one more thing. So you're going to run behind your shelter, come over here, and you can actually see this thing right here, which is the donations, the charity box. So you're going to be able to donate food and get crates out of it. I usually buy the 5,000 one or the 10,000 one. Here, let me just show you how it works. I'm just going to do this for the sake of the video. I don't usually buy the blue one, but I'm just going to do it for you guys. So as you can see, it costs 2,000 for the blue crate. You're going to get everything underneath it as well. To donate, it's very simple. As you can see, you press your select button to change the numbers, to adjust that and whatnot. So you're just going to go to 10 since I'm at 2,070. Change it to 2,000 flat. Donate. And then boom, you get everything down here. So on top right there, it says it's going to take 4 days, 13 hours, and 5 minutes for the crates to actually come in. And once that time is up, you're going to have to come back to this thing right here, press X, and then you're going to get a notification on screen that says your items are ready to be collected. And then you just collect them, and then there you go, you got your crates. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is shelter improvements, which is the 3rd tab over in the menu. So all of these things right here are going to benefit you in all sorts of different ways. So as you can see here on the bottom right, this is the wood log. Produces materials, collect your wood regularly, located next to your shelter. So what you use materials for is basically to craft weapons. So as you can see here, I want to craft an SVD, 32,000, but you are going to need the plan for it. As you can see, I have the plan right there. And the way to get plans, you actually get them from crates. AUR E1 plan is actually in this crate. I picked that one up already, so I have it, I own it. And you only need 1 plan for 1 gun. As long as you have the plan, you can make as many of that weapon as much as times as you want to, as long as you have the materials for it. So that's why you're going to need to upgrade your shelter so you can collect materials. You're going to start off right here. So I actually have my entire shelter leveled up to 13. That is the max you can go up to. I still have a long way to go as far as maxing out my entire shelter. So they do different things, guys. This one produces food. Box of plants produces food. Smokehouse, increased food production of rat traps. Crafting table unlocks ability to craft weapons and consumables using plants. You're going to want to focus on improving your crafting table itself, because that's how you're going to be able to craft higher quality weapons as you keep playing the game. You're going to be getting better plans, and in order to actually create those guns using those plans, you're gonna have to have a higher level crafting table to do so. So just keep that in mind. Definitely don't forget about upgrading your shelter, guys. It's actually really important. So to actually get more food, you just have rat traps all over the place. Just upgrade those. Make sure you upgrade those. You can also get food by playing elimination mode. You can have box of plants here, food, food, and food, and then rat traps, food. As soon as you upgrade your shelter, it'll actually appear different. It's level 13, the highest level, and it'll actually be blue, with some flags, some nice windows, interior looking absolutely clean, all nice. You're gonna get some nice stuff over here. You're gonna get some posters on the wall. Like, look at my bed, look at that poster. And Mimi, I have no idea what that means, but it's a nice poster. I'd probably put that in my room IRL. So your shelter is gonna look better as you keep improving it. That's just like a cosmetic thing. But yeah, guys, you can get cosmetics for pretty much everything in this game. Your house is gonna get cosmetic upgrades. Your guns, you can put weapon skins on them. As you can see here, I got some weapon skins on my guns. And you can also get cosmetics for your character, like the clothing items, face paints, all that good stuff, guys. All right, so there's one more topic that we need to go over, which is different play styles. So in Vigor, there is no shame at all in doing whatever. You can do whatever you want, but the game actually does prevent you from doing certain things, but not fully. it just kind of lets everyone know what you're doing sometimes if you're doing like something scummy. So you can be a camper, which is totally fine. I don't judge, guys. You can do whatever the heck you want, honestly, in encounters. You can camp, you can be aggressive, you can rush, you can go for kills, you can go for loot, you can go in with nothing and strictly just go in for loot. You can go in with the best loadout and strictly just go for kills. You can camp bard, you can camp airdrop, you can camp exit zones, which is something that the game doesn't like you to do, because if you try camping an exit zone and someone tries to come up to you, they will get alerted by crows flying in the air, which I just recently found out. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're going into encounters and you see crows heading to exit, there's someone camping exit, so, or just go to a different exit, simple as that. But for me, my personal preferred play style is probably more of an aggressive play style, unless I'm doing like a knife only challenge and I'm totally 100% camper, which is like the only way you can do that. Knifing in this game is pretty hard, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That's another thing you guys should know. It takes like 5 hits to kill someone, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, they need to buff the knife or something, because the knife is like, it's honestly a butter knife. You need 5 hits to actually kill someone. Like, that's not even a butter knife. That's like a plastic butter knife, which is even worse. So that's actually not even a, bro, that's like a toy knife. That's like a kid's, that's like a Melissa and Doug toy knife. That's what that is. And for knives, it really doesn't even matter which knife you use. Every single knife does the same amount of damage. But yeah, like I was saying, different play styles, totally up to you. You can change it up if you want to. You can go at knife only like me and just be dumb, honestly. But getting a kill knife only is actually really satisfying. I won't even lie about that. But just a little tip for beginners, I would say play a little bit more neutral. Kind of aggressive, kind of passive, just like right in the middle, because you don't want to just fully just not go for kills, and then you're not going to learn anything that way. You're not going to die, you're not going to learn anything, you're going to stay the same. So you want to go for kills sometimes so you can actually get better at the game, get used to the shooting, get used to killing people. And yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. I think that's pretty much everything we need to go over. I haven't really done a guide video in a while, so yeah, hopefully this is good for you guys. Hopefully you can learn something. Hopefully this is beneficial. But if you made it this far and you are a subscriber, stay tuned for my next video. It's going to be hopefully really entertaining. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll definitely be seeing you guys in another one. Peace out.